Hi. This is called Enough. A dancer waits in the wings. It's dark there, but she doesn't mind. The dark can be a fine place. You can hide in it if hiding's what's needed. But wings, well, they're only for waiting. That is their function. They demand movement. And while she waits, a shiver creeps from the soles of her feet, up her legs, her spine, and in her mouth she tastes it, the terror of her dance. You see, someone has got her right in the jugular. A critic with their pen, clink clank, scribble nibble. I came here to be broken, split open, to feel something, but this? Now, we know this dancer comes from a tough, working-class background, a place plagued with violence, addiction, poverty, but where is it? Oh, we championed her. One to watch, we said, and we'd really like to see the devastation, the messy inside of her soul. But where are her jagged edges, her dark places? Is that too much to ask for these days? And from behind dark living rooms of terraced houses, net curtains twitch. Making a show, is it? Of herself, more like. Oh, we're a tight-knit community here, right tight. And it's all fair play that many a tongue wags, talks of young slags in their glad rags and bitter old wizened hags. But her, thinking she's someone? No. Girls from round here don't get to live their hopes and dreams. No. Girls from round here, oh, they don't get out. And so she waits, with vicious voices rattling round her head and biting at her heels. But oh, don't get me wrong now, she's a tough one. And she knows well that people will think what they think and say what they say, and that may never change. But she has fried bigger fish. And right now, all she knows is that she has to dance. She has to dance her way past her limitations. And she might fail. But then again, she might not. The cue is given. A sliver of light moves across the stage and she leaves the wings behind and takes the center spot. The music starts and the lights go up. She breathes. She centers. And then she stamps the dampness out of her heart. She stamps a fire into her belly. Limbs stretch, spine curves, and she stands tall on tips of toes. Reaching up, she pulls the world towards her, and then a turn, sharp and clean, and another, until she is spinning, 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 and from her tight fist she hurls it all. Oh, the twittering voices, the stench of poverty, the shame, the same old, and then the fears, her fears, our fears. She hurls them all into the spaces between us, unpacking herself, digging up all our dark places. Fierceness moves through her and she is glowing in her skin, dancing from her wound, living in her dance. Her body blazing across the stage, feet stamping, hair flying, heat rising, scorch, scorch, scorch. And when she stops, sweat pouring out of every inch of her. Why, she is like one who has seen and walked out of the darkest of days. In the silence that follows, our breath is caught because we know. We know that she has challenged us all, that she has reached her hand inside and twisted our guts, and we may never be the same again, because somewhere in that spin she became the freest of all things. She was the sea we never ran naked into, The circus we never ran away with, the protest march we never went on, but maybe there's still time. There's certainly still things to fight for. Maybe if all of us gathered here, there, somewhere out there in quarantine, could just for a moment be still, not be flung around by life, then maybe we could get a grip of all that fear and know what it's like not to be ruled by it. And let me be very clear, I don't mean to be fearless. That's not going to happen, and well, it's not going to serve us well, but to be constantly in the grip of it, that's where a lot of people in this city, in this country, and everywhere right now, it's where a lot of people live. And it's exhausting. And it's often where we are the worst of ourselves, the most cruel. It's where the damage gets done. It's where the knot of pain festers. And worst of all, living in fear, well, it's boring as hell. Imagine what it would be like to feel the courage rise up, to turn it into a fierceness. Then maybe we'd be able to say what we mean, what we really, really mean, and to rage when we need to rage. And there are days we need to rage. And we would be just grand with silence. Not have to fill all the gaps all the time. Shh. Oh, hush now. Hush now, my darlings. A smile, a glance, the look that says, I see you. I see where you're at. I see what's going on for you. I'm right there. Now that would be a very good start. And then maybe we would finally say, enough. We have had enough. And all of you gathered out there right now, wherever you are in isolation, you would finally know the truth right down in the bones of you. You were born with it. That you are enough.